Hello everyone, welcome back to TrustBasket. I am Indupriya. If we can get multiple plants just by dividing or separating the existing one, then why we should spend our time and money in buying them, right? So if you also feel same, then this video definitely helps you. Because here in this video, I am going to let you know how to propagate indoor plants by dividing. So in my last video, I explained about how to propagate plants through their stem cuttings. So if you haven't watched it, just go through the link above to watch it. So before directly going into the propagation, let me just explain you some technical details about it. Like few indoor plants produce baby plants or offsprings around them, right? So these plants generally get produced due to root or underground stem modifications. And we call these plants with different names like stolons, suckers, runners, etc. So technically, this separation of baby plants from the mother plant is known as vegetative propagation. Actually, not just separation. Whenever we try growing new plants from cuttings, grafting, air layering, all those processes comes under the vegetative propagation. So today I am going to propagate ZZ plant, Aglaonema, aloe vera, snake plant, arrowheaded plant and peace lily. So first of all, let's go with the ZZ plant, which is the most hardy plant. So if you see this plant, there are many baby plants in this single pot, and this soil cannot sufficiently feed all of these baby plants. So there is a need to remove some of the baby plants and divide them and place them into another pots. So let's do it. But before that, we need to make the potting mix ready. So let's do that first. First of all, add soil, the potting mix, whichever is available for you. So now I'm adding a little bit of fertilizer. This is the vermicompost. And this is the coco peat. And I'm adding a little bit of more perlite. Actually, the potting mix has perlite, but I would like to add some more. So let's mix it. If you are allergic to perlite or any of the soil or anything, you can go for using mask also. So in this way, I'm going to make a potting mix ready for every plant according to their need, and then I'm going to use it for them. Yeah. And now I'm adding the potting mix. And before dividing or before removing your plant from the pot, you just make sure you didn't water the plant before, because that makes the process little tough. And this kind of soil is just enough. This kind of moisture level is just enough. Yeah, I got it. If you see here, this is the rhizome. So this is the structure where these plants store water. That's why this plant can survive for more days even without watering. Just after removing the soil, these plants just got separated. Here you can see. So these plants we can plant in another pot. Yeah. I'm not going to separate this one because they're so tightly packed and I don't want to disturb them. So I have removed some soil and now I'm going to plant this one. So now we have completed transplanting some baby plants, and the rest I have transplanted to another pot. So this is how we divide and transplant the ZZ plant rhizomes. And we can also propagate the ZZ plant through their stem cuttings, and that I have shown it in my previous video, so you can just watch it over there. So as of now, let's jump to the next plants, which are aloe vera and aglaonema. Actually, the offsprings produced by both of these plants are known as suckers, So now let's see how can we divide these suckers from both of the plants. So just cut the root which is attached with the mother plant. Don't cut the unnecessary roots because you may end up in damaging the plant. In the same way, I have separated all the baby plants. I'm using this succulent potting mix. As I'm using this soil, I don't want to go for any fertilizer right now. If needed, I'll just put it in future. Here I'm planting both these plants in a direction such that the growth of leaves do not disturb each other. In the same way, I'm going to separate Aglaonema suckers as well. See, by these roots you can understand these roots are overcrowded and roots also started coming upside, and by this we can know that it badly needs the dividing. So I almost removed most of the soil to show you much briefly. So now I'm going to divide them. So what we should do is just pull the baby plants little and go for cutting it from the below. Yeah, now we have completed separating one baby plant, and let's do for the next. As the Aglaonema plants are fast growing, I have taken this 10-inch pot. So now I am going to transplant 2 baby plants into this pot, and to another pot I am going to transplant another 2 baby plants. So now let's repot these 2 baby plants. So I have completed repotting all the 4 baby plants. So this is how we carry out the dividing process in aloe vera and aglaonema. So now let's go for the next plant, which is the snake plant. Even snake plant produces offsprings around it, and it produces through the rhizomes. So in the last video, I have shown propagating it through the leaf cuttings, and now let's see how can we divide it. This snake plant has grown nearly 4 feet high, and I think this 12-inch pot cannot feed all those plants. So now I just want to divide them so that every plant gets enough nutrients and minerals for their growth. So I don't want to disturb these lengthy plants, these 2, and without much disturbing, I'll just remove these 2 plants. Yeah, now you'll get to see the actual roots of these plants. By using some sharp pruning shears, cut the rhizomes of these snake plants so that we can separate them from each other. So far we are done with propagating of 4 plants, and now I want to divide this peace lily and arrow-headed plant. Actually these plants don't need dividing right now, but I just want to show you guys, so let's divide them. To make a potting mix for these water-loving plants, we should go for adding coco peat along with soil and perlite, so that coco peat helps in holding moisture for a long time.
You can go for separating them like this by detangling their roots gently.
So as these plants are small, we can showcase them on tables and racks. So for that reason, I'm using these decorative planters. Actually, in this video, I have used different planters and pots. If you are interested to buy them, just go through the description below and there you'll find links to buy them. So now I have completed dividing this peace lily. So now let's go for this arrowhead plant. Actually, we can also propagate these plants through stem cuttings, but we have seen that part in our earlier video, so I'm just showing you the dividing. So finally, we have completed this arrowhead plant too. So now let's water them.
So this is how we propagate few indoor plants through dividing. So thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video of indoor gardening series. Until then, stay tuned to TrustBasket. Bye bye.